get home and you haven't lost a one of them, ain't nothing like it.
You know, I want mass deportations, and there's a reason why. The criminal underbelly of our country would be cleaned out significantly if we had them. So many people from the third world come here and view our nation as a treasure trove, a piggy bank, in order to be looted. Every Somali and Haitian. And now we've learned Indians come here and stage mass crimes, taking advantage of our goodwill and hoping that they can benefit from us being morons. Thank God Trump is mass arresting an Indian gang, interesting here, for their participation in a visa fraud scheme. What would happen here? They'd rob and abuse each other, so the Indians would stage crimes against each other. It's like Indian Jesse Smollett at convenience stores that they run. Once the police reports are filed, the clerk would qualify for a U visa. I've never heard of that. What is that? It's a visa that is reserved specifically for victims of violent crime, so that they could cooperate with a criminal investigation. You can't get deported if you're a victim of a crime. So Indians were straight up. So Jirkar Dangtu Patel, and then Misha Mashu Patel, and Sanjakumar Patel, and Diktabijason Patel, and Ramanathabe Patel, and Aminavada Patel, and Ramanathabe Patel, and Singjabadabi Patel, and Mishek Patel, and Sonal Patel. By the way, a lot of these guys are like in their 50s and 40s. So they'd all rob each other. They would rob each other, and then they'd like claim to be victims of a crime. And it was all them like doing the robbing. Again, it's like Jesse Smollett, but like the Bollywood version of it. Indian nationals have been indicted by a federal grand jury in Boston, in connection to a conspiracy to carry out staged armed robberies on convenience stores, purpose of allowing store clerks to falsely claim that they were victims of a violent crime. Then they can claim that on their immigration applications, and defendants were previously charged in a criminal complaint in March 2026. So here's the complaint. 10 Indian nationals indicted for visa fraud conspiracy. It is how desperate people are to stay in our country. This is why mass deportations must happen and happen now. Let's go ahead and read. According to the charging, Rambasha and his co-conspirators set up and carried out staged armed robberies of at least 6 convenience and liquor stores and fast food restaurants in Massachusetts and elsewhere. It's alleged that the purpose of the staged robberies was to allow the clerk present to falsely claim that they were victims of a violent crime on an application for a U non-immigration status visa. The U visa is available to victims of crimes, suffered mental or physical abuse while they've been helpful to law enforcement and prosecution of criminal activity. How often do you think this actually happens, you know? In the course of the alleged staged robberies, the robber would allegedly threaten the store clerks with an apparent firearm before taking cash from the register and fleeing, while the interaction was captured on store surveillance video. The clerks and owners would wait 5 or more minutes until the alleged robber had escaped before calling the police to report the crime. The victims, these are all in quotes, are then alleged to have paid Patel to participate in the scheme. It is literally Bollywood Jesse Smollett. And the store owners used their store for a staged robbery. The organizer, the robber, a getaway driver, incredible. 10 defendants are indicted today. Maybe they're arraigned. They need to all be deported. You need to be deported. Conspiracy to commit visa fraud, 5 years in prison, 3 years of supervised release, $250,000 fine, and subject to deportation after sentences are imposed. Holy smokes, man. What a nightmare. This is like, this is crazy. Nationwide scam. Many local reports covered it. Other prosecution. Scam culture is being imported at scale. Close the border, abolish every visa. If somebody is truly a genius, fine. Make them prove it. The response is here. DEI deport every Indian, massive 10 Indian nationals federally indicted for Jesse Smollett level crimes. Tyler Oliveira, somebody who we're a big fan of, had a exposed Indian fraud in Texas, in Frisco, Texas. And he was able to, in his expose, and you should follow him, he's excellent, uncover Indian H-1B visa fraud. Like, just by wandering around Frisco, Texas, which is suddenly 20% or over 30% Indian nationals from India. That claim, by the way, that India is their home country and they are just here in America for the paycheck. They literally claim this. Here we go.
And you work in IT?
Yeah, I work in IT.
Yeah. I'm working with the Walmart here as a software engineer. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm into IT.
I work for a company.
IT?
Yeah, yes.
I knew it.
Have you had to work for IT?
IT. Why do they dominate IT?
Just dominate IT because they have a master's degree in computer science. They study back in India.
Okay.
And they complete engineering, and that's how they just dominate. I'm a student.
Student right now?
Yeah.
And you work in IT?
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is, are you F1 visa holder? So as an F1 visa, how many hours can you work per week?
40 hours.
And is it legal to work full-time on an F1 visa?
Yes.
One of my favorite clips ever is us asking Brandon Gill about this video, and his response is absolute blazing. Here we go. I know that you love the state of Texas greatly. There's a lot going on there. And while we could sit here and bang on and on and on, and it's righteously so about illegal immigration, there's been a lot to be made of legal immigration into the state of Texas. There's like a new mosque built every single day. There's documentaries like this from a big YouTuber, 10 million subscribers, Tyler Oliveira, where he goes to Frisco. That Frisco is like soon to be a majority Indian city based on H-1B visa. I would call them scams because, of course, you can find Americans to do these jobs, but they've been able to rig the system and been able to build effectively the biggest Hindu temple in the world. They're in Frisco, Texas, with like some of the biggest idols in the world. It's like, it seems insane to me. It seems suicidal for a culture and civilization. Since it's happening in your backyard, Congressman, I just wanted to get your take on it.
Yeah, well, first of all, the Dignidad Act would expand legal immigration by about 50%. Legal immigration is already way too high, and it would flood our country with even more worker visas. So just to put that out there first. But you're right. We've got communities like Frisco that have been totally transformed, whether it's Islamic immigration or immigration from anywhere else in Asia. I don't want Muslim prayer call. I don't want to hear Muslim calls to prayer in my community. I do not want the caste system socially in the schools that my kids are going to, because we've had so many people come to the United States who are not assimilating into American culture. I want to live in an America that's actually American. And if you go to some of these areas, you feel like you're in a foreign country. And that's a problem. You know, America is for our people. We have a distinct heritage, a distinct culture that's rooted in historical experience in the United States. And that's something that we as conservatives should seek to actually conserve. And that means not flooding our country with infinity immigration every single year, whether it's because of illegal immigration or legal immigration under the guise of, economic interest or anything else. And the reality is with H-1B, and I think I watched some of the clips that came out. This is a program that has an enormous amount of fraud. The idea that we would bring in a 7-Eleven worker from India or anywhere across the globe into our country to work at a gas station because we can't find Americans to work behind the counter at a gas station. I mean, that's asinine. I mean, it's idiotic. And we all know it. So, in my opinion, the H-1B program at this point should just be abolished outright. We don't need it. There's too much fraud in it. You've got all kinds of issues, particularly in areas like Frisco, where fake businesses are popping up and they're being used to bring more people in with these H-1B visas. And then, by the way, you have chain migration, where once people come here, they start bringing their family and to an unlimited degree. This stuff has to end at some point. And I think that point is now.